What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to the Saving Men's Lives Network. Today, fellas, we're going to do a part 3 ongoing series of the lies women just expect us to accept while outright demanding that we keep it real with them. Today's episode is going to be a little controversial for some, but needs to be said. We're talking about boobs. We're talking about the industry surrounding them, what they mean to women and to men, and why so many women choose to fake what they present to the world in that category. I'll start off with breast implants. It's a $3 billion industry, fellas. Shout out to my guys on the West Coast. You guys are familiar with In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out Burger, and you know the juggernaut it is out there, is a $3 billion enterprise as well. So that should give you an idea of the kind of scope and scale of the money we're talking about here. 300,000 boob jobs happen every year, making it the 5th most popular cosmetic surgery after liposuction, facelifts, eyelid surgery, and nose jobs. So it's in good company, and a lot of bread gets thrown around to make this happen. But why does it happen? Well, I try to tell people all the time that attraction between men and women is not symmetrical. Basically, what attracts men to women is nothing close to what attracts women to men. And for the most part, there's very few parallels that can be made directly between us. But this one right here helps a lot with the example. See, fellas, for women, cup size is as important to them as our package size is to us, the size of our long strong. The bigger the better in most cases. That's just the mindset of how that all works. Now, for some guys, they could care less. Me personally, I don't really care if a woman is small-chested. You know, I've dated women with hardly anything, and I've dated women with enormous boobs. I've even had a couple occasions where I dated a chick who did have a boob job. But my point has always been, and I stand on this 10 toes down, I don't care what the woman has, so long as she grew it herself. I'm going to enjoy myself anyway. So, matter of fact, on a side note, how many of you guys remember back in school, when you were coming up, middle school or high school, where girls would stuff tissue in their bras, or even socks? Or it came along to where they had those silicone chicken cutlets they could stick in there and make it look like crazy, right? The reason they do this is because women are always in competition with other women. And historically, larger breasted women often got chose first. So you can't really fault women for that, but I think it's highly hypocritical for them to expect so much of us in that regard, to keep it real with them at all times. Meanwhile, they're wearing push-up bras that add 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 cup sizes just by putting the thing on and clasping it in the back. They're stuffing their bras with all kinds of outside interference, effectively making you think it is one thing, but it's not that. And I liken it to this example. Imagine if you guys who hit the club a lot, or if you guys who go to the mall and chop it up over there, if you went by Kroger or Ralph's or Food Lion and you grabbed a cucumber, stuck it in your pocket, and went to go get girls' phone numbers. Especially for you guys, I used the club earlier as an example. You got a girl twerking all up on you. She feel that thing. You say, whoa, gotta have it, right? You get back to the hotel, you get back to the crib, and she unzips, unbuckles, whips out, and what she's got in her hand don't match what she felt a minute ago. She's going to be pissed off. And for good reason. You misrepresented what she was going to end up playing with. You misrepresented what she's going to be working with. And that's not okay. So why is it okay on a societal level that we should just look the other way, fellas, while women who have had themselves surgically altered to achieve an end demand reality and authenticity from us? It's remarkable. Another pet peeve of mine, a bugaboo, if you will, are those fake nails. Pieces of industrial grade acrylic, literally crazy glued on top of a woman's actual nail sheet, grows 24 hours a day. Her natural nails that God gave her. And these things are absolutely disgusting under a microscope. Most places that allow women to work there who have food involved, you got to really wash your nails really well or wear gloves, because that's how disgusting they are. These little E. coli catchers. How do you wipe properly with those things is my question. I always think of when I meet a woman who's attractive in every other way, and she's all up in my face trying to get my information. I'm looking at her like, wait a minute, hang on. Look at you got 3 inches of acrylic gorilla glue to the end of your fingers. How can I possibly assume you're clean down there? Yeah, it's just, gross, man. But again, and I'm no big fan of Robert Mugabe. That man's reign of terror over Zimbabwe has been ruthless. But I gotta give credit where it's due. On screen is one of his most famous quotes regarding this very topic. Fellas, you can't make a woman love herself more than she's supposed to. It's called self-esteem for a reason. And if she has to do things to her body with a surgeon's help or with Victoria's Secret or Wonder Bra's help, if she needs gel-infused bras with straps that work like a harness that would put most sailboats to shame just to give herself the appearance of a bigger cup size, then what else is she prepared to lie to you about? What else is she prepared to give you fiction over when the rubber meets the road? You know, can't tell women what to do, especially if they're grown. They're going to do what they want. But you have a choice. And for you guys who just prefer those enormous fun bags, do your thing, man. I'm not here to tell you what to do either. But I think that there should be a precedent, a level playing field in what it is they're asking for. Because if you can't give what you're asking for, you've got no business asking for it in the first place. That said, fellas, that's my time. Like the video, comment down below, share with a friend, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Never let your brother suffer in silence. The truth can set him free. Networkers, be working. Till next time.